actually, no, I went to a Thai school. It was awful. It was the only awful because no one spoke English and I didn't speak Thai, so I never understood what was happening, and we had to wear a uniform, but at the time I was like a really big tomboy, and the girls' uniform was a dress, and I like resented having to wear like a pink dress every day, so I hated going. But meanwhile, since I was just in kindergarten, this was like the kindergarten, my sister Krista, who was in second grade, got to go to this like swanky international school for like diplomats children, because my mom was friends with a bunch of diplomats, because that's who she had known when she had lived in Thailand, like when she was younger. So Krista got to go to this fancy school that everyone spoke English, and they got to go on field trips, and nobody wore uniforms, and they did all these fun things. And I like still remember just being so mad about it. But there was also in our neighborhood a French baker, and I spoke French, so I could talk to the baker. Give me free sprinkled donuts. And then
nice.
I also was best friends with the kid who lived next door to me, who did not speak English. But we were still best friends because we didn't have a TV, but he did. So I would go over to his
That's how you like solidify friendships at that age.
I would go over to his house to watch Sailor Moon, which was in Japanese with subtitles. Neither of us spoke Japanese. I distinctly remember this kid, because usually you don't like remember.
So what type of subtitles? Were they Thai subtitles?
They were Thai subtitles.
Okay.
So he was like a year older, so he could understand. But the reason I distinctly remember this kid was because he was missing 3 fingers, and I remember him like charading to me how he had lost his fingers, and he was klutzier than me. So the first finger he had lost when he was a baby.
You didn't lose them all at once? Whoa.
All lost at different times in different ways.
Wow.
When he was a baby and crawling on the floor, his dad had accidentally put a chair, like sat down on a chair with his hand there, and it crushed the finger and it had to be removed. The second time, you know how dangerous fans used to be, like the metal blade, and how tempting it always was to like just
stick
your
finger in there. Succumbed.
He stuck his finger in there one time and lost his finger then. And then the third time he was home alone and he wasn't supposed to be in the kitchen, but he was, and decided he wanted to do cooking and cut off his finger when nobody was home. So
oh my gosh. How did this kid survive?
Wow. Anyway, he and I had a great time. Also, another fun thing, we had a tree, and my mom was like afraid of poisonous snakes. So every morning she would go out with a broom and like poke the tree to like make sure there weren't any snakes. They would all fall out before we would go out and play.
Smart. Right. That's probably why.
Mm-hmm. And also a fun part about that was that our house didn't have like doors from the outside. It was like a store that has like the gates that you pull over and lock at night. That was how the front of our house was. Yeah.
Huh.
So, do you ever think of your best friend from back then, and if you need to find him?
Do we need to do a massive like internet like social media thing?
Like, if you know this man who lived in Songkhla, Thailand, and is missing several fingers.
It could be more the story she just gave.
And vaguely remembers a little non-Thai girl who used to come over to watch Sailor Moon at your house, who lived next door with her totally not Thai family. Please. Let us know. We would love to be friends again.
This feels like The Princess Bride when Inigo goes around looking for the 6-fingered man.
Yes. In this case, we're looking for 7
total.
7-fingered or less man.
You don't know what he's been up to in these years, okay? Like,
you could go either way. Oh, he could be around, and I hope something comes of this. Then he could be a guest on the podcast.
I hope that he's doing well. I just remember, like, him like miming, like he picked up the chair and put it over like where he was missing a finger and like did this, and I was like, oh, okay.
How did you know that's when he was a baby though? Like, how did he mime that part?
My mom asked.
Okay.
Okay.
My mom spoke Thai. I didn't speak